Now we will study about overtaking sight distance. It is defined as the minimum distance open to the vision of the driver of a vehicle intending to overtake slow vehicle ahead with safety against the traffic of opposite direction is known as overtaking sight distance. Okay? The overtaking sight distance is the distance measured along the center of the road which a driver with his eye level 1.2 meter above the road surface can see the top of an object 1.2 meter above the road surface. There are some factors affecting OSD, that is overtaking sight distance. Now what are those factors? First is speed of overtaking vehicle, second overtaken vehicle, okay, means the velocities of overtaking vehicles, overtaken vehicles and vehicles coming along the opposite directions are taken into consideration. The distance between the overtaken and overtaking vehicles, or we can say spacing between the vehicles, skill and reaction time of the driver, rate of acceleration of overtaking vehicles and gradient of the roads are some of the factors affecting overtaking sight distance. We will now study the analysis of OSD. This is very important figure. Here you can see that A1, A2 is the distance traveled by one vehicle, okay. C1 to C2 is the vehicle coming from opposite direction. B1, B2 is the second vehicle and B is the distance between them. Okay, so here are three vehicles A, B and C. D1 is the distance traveled by overtaking vehicle A. Here D1 is the distance traveled by overtaking vehicle. This A1 is going to overtake B and go again to its position A3. Okay, during the reaction time t seconds of the driver from position A1 to A2. So D1 is the distance traveled by vehicle A from A1 to A2 during the reaction time t seconds. D2 is the distance traveled by a vehicle A from A2 to A3. Make a change. This is not a capital D2. It should be small d2. D2 is the total distance traveled from A2 to A3. Okay, during the actual overtaking operation in time capital T seconds. D3, this D3 is the distance traveled by the vehicle C, that is the vehicle from opposite direction traversed the distance C1 to C2 during the overtaking operation of A in time t seconds, and B is the overtaken or slow moving vehicle, and this B distance, this is the distance of a overtaken vehicle. A is going to overtake B, means B is overtaken vehicle, and small b is the distance for that movement of vehicle B from B1 to B2. Okay, B1 is the overtaken or slow at velocity B1. C is the vehicle coming from opposite direction at a design speed V. The distance traveled by vehicle A during the reaction time is D1 and is in between A1 to A2, as we already say. D1 is between A1 to A2. Between the position A1 and A2, the distance will be equal to, it will be equal to VB into B, VB into T meters, where T is the reaction time of the driver and it is equal to 2.5 seconds. Now in overtaking sight distance, the reaction time of the driver is always taken as 2 seconds. This is important. And in stopping sight distance, reaction time is always taken as 2.5 seconds. Okay, so reaction time of the driver in OSD, that is overtaking sight distance, is equal to 2 seconds. Now what will be the total distance traversed by this vehicle A, overtaking side distance will be equal to d1 plus d2 plus d3. If we use the previous formula and find out the overtaking side distance, we will simply come to the conclusion that OSD, that is overtaking side distance, is equal to 0.28 VB into T plus 0.28 VB into T plus 2S plus 0.28 VB into T. Okay. S is the spacing of the vehicles. Therefore, if we completely solve it, we will get the formula T is equal to under root of 4 into 3.6 S upon A, which is again equal to 14.4 S upon A. If the speed of the overtaken vehicle is not given, then VB is equal to V minus 16 kmph should be considered, where V is the speed of overtaking vehicle in kmph. The minimum overtaking side distance is equal to d1 plus d2 plus d3 for two-way traffic on divide highways and on roads with one-way traffic regulations. The overtaking distance is equal to d1 plus d2 as no vehicles is expected from the opposite directions. Also, there are some overtaking zones provided on the road surfaces. Okay, so this here you can see there are some overtaking zones, means those portions are wide enough for overtaking. It is desirable to construct highways in such a way that the length of the road visible ahead at every point is sufficient for safe overtaking. This is seldom practicable, and there may be stretches where the safe overtaking distance cannot be provided, but the overtaking opportunity for vehicles moving at a design speed should be given at frequent intervals. These zones, which are meant for overtaking, are called overtaking zones. The minimum length of overtaking zones should be 3 times the safe overtaking distance, that is 3 into d1 plus d2 for one-way roads and 3 into d1 plus d2 plus d3 for two-way roads. Desirable length of overtaking zone is kept 5 times the overtaking side distance, that is 5 into d1 plus d2 for two-way roads and 5 into d1 plus d2 plus d3 for two-way roads. So this is the figure which shows that what exactly is the pattern of this overtaking zone. We will solve some examples in next class. We will stop here. Thank you.